strange story, a crow adopted an orphan kitten. This kitten has been wandering, starving for days. It sought refuge in the yard of an old couple's house. The elderly couple Wallace and Annie saw the poor cat. They went inside the house to bring him a plate of food. But the cat's meow attracted something unexpected, and it took on the responsibility of taking care of the kitten. They couldn't believe their eyes. A crow and a cat were walking together. They thought the crow would eat the cat, but it turned out to be the opposite. The crow flies around. It goes looking for food and seeds, not for it but for the kitten to eat. It also holds water in its mouth for the kitten to drink. The couple could not believe their eyes. Two hostile species suddenly became friends. The cat gradually recovered its strength. Cat and crow become best friends. They witnessed the miraculous power of animals. They called the veterinarian to ask for advice. And people thought they were joking. But the old couple's sure words silenced them. If you're sure that what you're telling is true, make a video, because no one will believe it. So they used the camera to film the whole incident. The crow is taking care of an orphan cat. The natural world constantly surprises them. It helped the cat survive. The cat and the crow have nothing in common. They differ in both appearance and instinct, but that does not stop them from becoming a family. Both are lost and distant from their own kind. Together, they become strong, and love heals all wounds. Soon the cat matured and became hyperactive. It doesn't have a mother to teach it to deal with dangers like passing traffic on the road. But the crow did not hesitate to act. It shows protective instincts and calls out as if it wants to give orders. The raven's intense cry helped bring the kitten back. Kittens are very obedient to crows. The crow becomes the adoptive mother of the kittens. The kitten grows up to be beautiful and naughty. Its energy has no limits. It can injure its friend while playing together. The elderly couple watched closely. But cat and crow taught them a valuable lesson. The cat and the crow are so close to each other that they learn to move as one. They know how to play with each other without hurting each other. Their destiny is bound together because of love. There is no rivalry or enmity between them. But the crow will have to step aside, because the kitten is now an adult and it no longer eats seeds. So the old couple decided to come closer and feed the kitten more suitable food. The crow is very alert, testing the food before the kittens taste it. But it has learned to trust people. So the four became a family. The kitten bravely entered the house. It spent the night with the elderly couple. The crow did not dare to enter the house, but every morning the crow flew and perched on the window, looking for its friend. The crow and the cat have overcome all difficulties together. To them, the difference didn't matter at all. If you want, there's always room for love. This little deer ran to the front of a person, then it knelt down in front of the man. Why does the little deer do that? A small deer that didn't mind the danger stopped in front of the man's car. It refuses to leave. The little deer looked at him with a worried expression. It turned its eyes towards the forest and acted as if it wanted to say something. Seeing the deer's strange behavior, he got out of the car to see what was wrong. When he saw the man get off the car, the little deer ran around his legs. It then ran away again and looked into the forest with a worried expression on its face. The man realized that there was something in the forest that the little deer was very care about. The man followed the deer into the forest. In the distance, he heard a cry. It turned out that the mother deer was caught in a net that could not be escaped. The little deer, because he loves his mother, doesn't mind the danger and runs to the street to ask for help. Everyone decided to save the mother deer immediately. At first, the mother deer resisted fiercely, but when she knew that the man had good intentions, she lay still and did not move. Under everyone's efforts, the mother deer finally escaped. It ran into the deep forest. When everyone was about to drive to leave, the mother deer brought the young deer back. The little deer ran in front of the man, and then it knelt down again as if to say thank you to its benefactor. The action of the little deer made everyone very touched. Animals have love and gratitude just like humans. Give love and you will receive love. This man adopted a 500 kilograms crocodile. Although he tried to save it, in the end he still had to hold a mournful funeral. 20 years ago, Gilberto saw something strange in the river. It was a baby crocodile with a head injury from a bullet. He didn't expect a beautiful friendship would start here. He healed it, then released it back into the river after it recovered. But the next morning it reappeared at his door. But because of saving this crocodile's life, his marriage broke up. Gilberto named it Pacho, and made it his pet. They became the stars in the zoo. Gilberto and Pacho's performance was a huge success. Both show absolute trust in each other. Then they all achieved their dreams. Gilberto and Pacho become millionaires. The crocodile that was injured in the past has been loved dearly. But Gilberto also has to trade with the happiness of his marriage, as he spends too much time with Pacho. Although Gilberto was heartbroken, at least he still had a loyal friend by his side. But in the end they also have to face their cruel fate. Gilberto and Pacho grow old together. One night Pacho had a heart attack, and didn't make it in time for the last performance. To bid farewell to his loyal friend, he invited the community to hold a memorial service, and sent Pacho off. Although Pacho could not avoid fate, his life met Gilberto, and he lived a very happy life. The woman was harmed by black magic. This is a video about a sorcerer in Indonesia. She was rescuing another woman who had a spell on her body. According to the woman's family, recently, for some unknown reason, their mother had unusual pain. They took her to the hospital, but the doctors could not determine what the disease was. Because they suspected that someone had used black magic to harm her, they invited a famous sorcerer in the area to come. They were shocked to see these mysteries. After reciting some spells, the sorcerer took out some hair-like things and something from the woman's mouth. According to the sorcerer, their mother was cursed with black magic by a long-lost method. The sorcerer also said that fortunately they came to find her in time, if delay could affect the woman's life. Recently, a strange spiritual event took place in Indonesia. And this is a video that is spreading at a rapid pace on Indonesian social networks. The owner of the video said that at this time, a mysterious black figure suddenly appeared and sat next to the driver of the tourist bus. This causes the driver to startle and lose control. The tourist bus staggered into the roadside, causing tourists to panic and scream. The time is now 9 a.m. Cameraman filmed a black humanoid sitting in the front seat, but in the blink of an eye it jumped up a tree and disappeared shortly after. At the moment this black shadow jumped up the tree appeared a very monstrous laugh. The woman in the white shirt witnessed the whole thing. The black object jumped onto the tree and disappeared right in front of her. Because she couldn't believe it, she screamed loudly. After a while she calmed down and said, "It's not human. At first I thought someone was stuck in the front seat, however it turned to look at me. I can't see its face, it's all black." It laughed quite loudly and disappeared into the woods. I'm still panicking now. Las Vegas residents recently reported to the police that they saw tall aliens in their yard, 100% not human. The police went to people's residences to investigate. At approximately 11:50 p.m. on April 30th, a camera lens worn by a police officer in Las Vegas captured a bright green object falling from the sky. Its rays were seen in the sky over eastern California, Nevada, and Utah, the American Meteorological Association said. About 40 minutes later, a Las Vegas man called 911 to report that he and his family had seen objects fall from the sky, and then they see two tall aliens in their yard. The man told 911 dispatchers that two 8-foot, 2.4-meter, tall figures with large eyes were watching them, according to a recording of a report received by the television station. "I swear to God, it's not a joke, it's the truth. We're panicking," the man said. When the dispatcher asked if the two creatures were in his yard, the man said, "Yes, they are huge, maybe 8 feet, 2.4 meters, 9 feet, 2.7 meters, 10 feet, 3 meters. To us, they look like aliens with huge eyes and mouths. Their eyes sparkle and they look like humans. But they're 100% not human." However, after that, the man did not give specific evidence to the police.